I love root beer floats. Let's go get one. Hey, yo, what's up? You're not equal.
No, if you're not equal, you know.
There. Here we go. Root beer float. Root beer.
Woke! Hey, yo. So, I'm so excited. I'm witnessing a friend waking up. Waking up to things that she never had to think of before. I'm actually honored. It was her thought, and of course, I couldn't resist. We never talk about it. Never. Unless it's a joke. Always works in Texas. Yeah, tell a joke to a bunch of cowboys and put the N-word in it and laugh before they laugh because they're in shock. And pretty soon then you got some running buddies. Well, actually, they hang around with you. We're going to talk about those kinds of things. And other things just like it. Buckle up. Woo!
We never talked about it. We need to talk about it. I didn't know so much. I was so whitewashed. We need to talk about it. We should talk about that. Hey, let's talk about that. Can we talk about that tonight? Let's talk about race. Let's talk about race. Racism. What? I grew up in a... Where did you learn about in a small town in Texas about race? Man. Did you know race? Man, racism is the child of race. The people would talk about... We need to talk... We never talked about it.
So, here's what happened. So, that night, I was really tired, and I had to go water the plants, but I usually post something at night, usually to try to raise the vibe. And so this night, I wanted to stir shit up. I wanted people to be having these conversations. I'm from New York, and the conversations I was seeing from my friends in New York on Facebook were richer, were more holistic about the problem. So I wanted to post something controversial that would spark conversation. It wasn't controversial. It was blatantly racist. And I wanted to do something artistic and creative that would really make people think. So I decided to paint my face black.
Oh my God, what have I done?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. No, I was just trying to stir things up.
Dumb ass. Okay, I'll just say.
What the fuck was I thinking?
Somebody put some with me. Who are you? Oh my God. Way deeper than I. You're in the counseling field? Huh, you work with kids? Anybody? Idiot. Fucking wake the fuck up. What the fuck was this about? Ludlow.
I'm so sorry.
I'm all about authenticity, right? And that's easy when you're happy. When you're in denial. When you think you know everything there is to know about race and that you don't have a racist bone in your body. Yeah, authenticity is easy. But when you're faced with what I had done, painting your face blackface, and posting it on Facebook during the time of the recognition of killing George Floyd because of this racism. Being authentic, it wasn't as easy. I had no other choice, and in the end, it became my saving grace. to realize that I could do it. I could sit with it. I could feel the shame, and not only that, I could do it in front of people, and I could do the best I could to role model some kind of example, at least, of something other than denial, like we've been doing for how many 100 years? Pathetic. And I began learning right away. So blackface stems from these theatrical performances in the 1930s called minstrel shows. White performers would paint their faces black, mimicking blacks. They started stereotyping black people as lazy and ignorant and superstitious, hypersexual, and as crooks and thieves.
Well, got some good notes here. It was really bad. The only thing I can do is laugh because everything else makes me so damn sad.
Blackface was used in popular TV shows and movies. And I remember when they took Little Black Sambo off the wall in the Little Black Sambo breakfast restaurant, I cried. Oh my God. The shows I loved from my childhood, unbelievable.
Blackface, 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 yo. Why'd you do that shit to us? That was terrible. Y'all couldn't even just left us alone. That would have been cool.
The 1930s? The Homeowners Loan Corporation, later called private banks, ranked neighborhoods, giving white neighborhoods high marks, and marked minority neighborhoods as risky. This prevented black people from being able to buy homes in white neighborhoods. Dang, foundation of disparity and condition for sure. They call this redlining. Let's look at housing today. Oh my God. There's a 30% disparity of home ownership in this country between blacks and whites. And in 2019, 71% of whites owned homes, while only 40% of blacks did. Oh my God. That's a higher disparity rate than when segregation was legal.
Man, that white propaganda is the best propaganda. That shit works good. I mean, really good. I mean, I wanted to be white. I tried real hard. Now, like white people want to be black. It's cool.
The more I think about this, the more I realize this has been going on systemically forever. We've had the information we need to know better.
It's been a long time. It's been a long road. But in my life, in this vessel, I've experienced wonderful things. I think understanding that I was not really this vessel, that I was the spirit inside, is what really kind of guided me and helped me get along, in the world. For lack of a better term, white world.
So if I, a 3-degreed, white privileged, well-educated woman who is a play therapist, specialist in child therapy, cognitive behavioral therapist, and clinical trainer, if I can make this kind of mistake, I mean, maybe I'm the only one stupid enough. But I doubt it. I doubt it.
began to recognize my own sensitivity to any discussion about race or racism. I'm not a racist. I'm a kind person who wants all people to be created equal. What was this? I began to study under the woman Robin DiAngelo, who wrote the book White Fragility. So, what is white fragility? White fragility. Discomfort and defensiveness on the part of a white person when confronted by information about racial inequality and injustice. I feel so ashamed. And I'm getting to a less dramatic place with that. That's important. Otherwise, the conversation can't really be had. It's about taking care of my emotions. I'm ashamed of that, too. I feel like you're calling me a racist. Oh, man, it's been a day.
Dude, I got this vibe about race today. It was really weird.
Whoa, man, I've had a rough day. Can we not go there right now? Let's raise the vibration. My parents taught me better than that. That's not me. Can't we finally put this behind us? I don't see color, so I'll heal you.
You know, I was at the Circle K and the most racist thing came up. You won't believe this shit.
Oh. Here, how about if you just sit down and I'll raise the vibration, okay? Let's focus on the positive. It's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. Hey, I've had black friends my whole life.
You definitely don't get it.
I'm a social worker. I've had cultural diversity training for years, my whole career. All lives matter. You're worth so much more than the color of your skin. I don't know why you can't just focus on the positive things in your life. Oh, well, they didn't mean it like that.
Genuine interpersonal living. That will take longer. I think, however, before the turn of the century.
End of the century? It's almost a quarter of the way into the new century. How can this be?
Sprinkled with unjust confusion, distracting from the one sacred life.
A friend of mine comes by and says, "Hey, let's have a root beer float." I'm like, I've never had a root beer float.
Never had a root beer float? Oh my God.
Like now I'm addicted. Trying different ice cream. Root beer. Vanilla beans? I don't know. Vanilla specks. Kind of got me thinking about the whole notion of diversity. I love diversity in my root beer float. Diversity makes the world go round, whether you know it or not. Christopher Columbus was looking for a way to the New World, so he could find a cheaper way to get spices. I've been thinking about something for a while.
So let's think about the terms racist and racism. In Robin DiAngelo's book, White Fragility, she notes that most of us assume that those two words have three characteristics. Number one, intention. Number two, it's conscious, not unconscious, conscious. And number three, it's mean. That's not me. I'm not mean. If that's the definition of racism we've internalized and live by, then if somebody wants to talk about race, I'm immediately going to feel defensive and feel like they're calling me a bad person. We need to think about these words in different ways. Racism is about a system of oppression, not a person.
Praise the Lord. The world is thinking about it now. Why is it so hard to talk about race? Why are folks so scared to be called a racist?
Absurdity, hypocrisy, reckless contraband, infused with mediocrity, a taste of normalcy, unspaced humanity, sprinkled with unjust confusion, distracting from the one sacred life.
I'm relieved. I'm relieved that I can say, of course I'm a racist. Look at the system I come from, the system of education. The concepts of justice and liberty were brand new concepts in a day of a people coming out of a system of slavery. I'm ready to talk about this. I'm ready to learn how I can be the change.
So see, it'll be like when white people start getting woke, the first thing they'll see is black people going, yeah, come on, right on, yeah, come on, man. Hey, yo. So anyway, I wanted to see what it might be like if there was like some music going on, you know what I mean? So a friend of mine said, hey, why don't you make a video? And I thought, that'd be nice. And she said, guess what it's about? And I said, could it be about COVID-19? COVID-19? No. So what is it about? The thing we never talk about. What? We never talk about. We never talk about. Why don't we ever talk about? Yes, I'm fragile too. I'm so fragile, especially when I'm in the presence of you. Welcome to the show.
And I can sing for you, you can sing for me. But when we sing together, we can set so many free. And I may not understand, but I still offer my hand to your sacred life.
Well, at the end of the day, my friends of all colors, you don't even have to be my friend. If something's going to get done, all of us are going to have to help. All of us. Godspeed. Deliver. Not stopping delivering. Stop, deliver. You ready?
Yeah, how you doing? Good to see you.
Oh man, it was the most fucked up racist thing happened out there just a minute ago.
What happened?
It was like, I can't believe it. I mean, people just, they're not sensitive.
They aren't. I'm sorry. Sit down. Tell me all about it. Man, that must really feel like so demeaning. Wow, what did that feel like for you?
Oh man, it always sucks. It always sucks. You won't believe it.
I bet. How can I be helpful with this?
So you really want to know, huh?
I really do want to know. Listen, I know I haven't wanted to talk about this in the past, but I've recently woken up to kind of understanding that this is something I need to talk about too. I'm sorry.
Fucking white people.
Man, tell me about it. Sometimes we suck. Jeez. I hope we can do something about it. Today. I want to change my understanding of racism. I'm learning to see it more as a system, and I'm feeling more comfortable with talking about some of the deeper issues about this.
It is a system.
Totally.
It's been going on for years.
So tell me more. I want to hear more. I want to listen. I'm really here. I want to listen. I really would like to understand more about your experience of all of this.
Selfie stick and shit, baby.
There it is again, the yellow bird.
Turn around.
I
There he is. He's going
oh, did you see it?
He's going that way. He's going
So,
behind that tree over there.
yeah, hello bird. That's the second time Jake and I walked by there. And that yellow bird like flew up in the air, and I mean bright yellow. Where?
Right here. See it?
Whoa. Right up in that tree, the yellow birds, there they go. A whole herd of them, man. Wow. A flock.
Birds don't hurt.
Like I said, I ain't that smart.
Was blind, but how sweet the sea that saved a wretch like me.
Wow. Wow.
But I'm fine. Was blind,
But now I see.
That saved a wretch like me.
I love root beer floats. Let's go get one. Hey, yo, what's up? That's right. There. Here we go. Root beer float. Root beer float. A root beer float me through the sea. My ancestry set my past free. A creamy, frothy liberty, and the justice floating all around me. Root beer float.